It's weird, right? Braces used to be this thing you just dreaded growing up, but now they're almost trendy.
Yeah.
So today we're going to dive into ceramic braces.
Okay.
The clear or tooth-colored ones. And we've actually got some research here comparing them to all the other options.
Yeah, what's really interesting is how much looks matter now. Like way back when it wasn't such a big deal, but the research is showing that lots of people are picking ceramic even though they cost more. They just don't want people to even know they have braces.
It's true. Okay, so just as a refresher, because I know not everyone's a brace expert, ceramic braces, they basically work the same way as the regular metal ones do, right?
Exactly.
Brackets, wires, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, same idea. They use the same mechanics to move your teeth. The only difference is what the brackets are made of. So ceramic material, it can be clear or matched to your teeth.
Sneaky. Like the secret agent of braces.
Mm-hmm.
But, okay, let's be real. We got to talk cost here. Because I'm guessing those secret agent smiles probably cost a little extra.
They do. You're looking at something between like $4,000 to $8,000.
Oh, wow.
For a full set.
So that's like, what, an extra $1 or $2 grand compared to metal?
Yeah.
Oof. Okay, so question for you, because I know a lot of people listening are probably thinking insurance. Does insurance help at all with that?
It's so all over the place. Like some insurance will cover a decent chunk, but others barely anything.
It's true.
It totally depends, like which company you're planning.
Parents and their dental words.
Right?
It's like a whole other language.
You got it.
So yeah, if you're thinking about ceramic braces, that's like step one, right?
Yeah.
Figure out what your insurance says.
Definitely. Talk to your dentist, your insurance company. Get the full picture before you jump in.
Yes. And this is a good time for our little disclaimer.
Yes.
Always talk to the pros.
Always.
This is just for fun. All right, so let's say, looks aside for a second, because there's more to life.
Yep.
Are there any other perks to ceramic over metal? Like comfort-wise, for example?
Yeah, that's a big one. And honestly, it kind of depends. Both types, you're going to have that adjustment period. There's no getting around that. Getting used to having stuff on your teeth. But a lot of people say ceramic feels a bit smoother, a little gentler on the inside of your mouth than metal.
Okay, so maybe a point for Team Ceramic. What about the actual time it takes? Because I feel like ceramic being a little more delicate maybe takes longer to work.
That's actually a bit of a myth. So in theory, the time should be pretty much the same, like 1 to 3 years usually, depending on your teeth. But because ceramic can chip or break, you might have to deal with like a bracket popping off or a wire messing up. So that can kind of throw things off.
That makes sense.
Right.
Anything else ceramic versus metal we should touch on before we move on?
Oh, there's one more thing that popped out from the research. Nickel allergies.
Oh, right.
People don't always think about it, but it's a thing. And obviously metal braces are no-go for that. So ceramic's a good option there.
It's crazy how much the material matters, huh?
Right.
But okay, enough about that. Let's get into the actual experience. Like, what's it really like to have ceramic braces? Give me the good, the bad, all of it.
All right. So good stuff first. Obviously, we've talked about the looks. Big plus for a lot of people.
Right.
They're discreet, which is huge for some people's confidence. And another plus is they're actually pretty tough. Like, they can handle more serious stuff than clear aligners. Aligners are good for some things, but if your teeth are really out of whack, you'll probably need braces.
Okay, so more heavy duty than they look. What else is in the plus column? What did the research say?
Okay, so this one's kind of random but interesting. They don't mess with imaging tests.
Really?
Yeah, apparently metal can interfere with the signals and stuff, but ceramic's no problem.
Huh. Who knew? Makes sense, though. All right, flip side. Downsides. What do people need to watch out for?
Well, the cost, obviously. Can't escape that.
Yeah, that's fair. Got to pay for the invisibility, I guess.
Right. But there's other stuff, too, besides the money. One thing is keeping them clean. Ceramic's a bit tougher than metal in that sense. Like, it's more porous, so it can stain easier if you're not crazy about brushing and all that.
Yeah, because what's the point of straight teeth if they're all messed up, right?
Exactly. And speaking of messed up, they can break. Like, obviously ceramic's strong, but it's not invincible. So those little rubber bands they use, those can stain too, especially with coffee or tea.
So basically, got to be a little more careful.
Pretty much. And yeah, sometimes treatment takes longer with ceramic because of that. If something breaks, got to fix it. And then there's the whole enamel thing.
Yeah, the demineralization thing, that sounds kind of scary. What is that? Should people be worried?
It's good to ask. Talk to your dentist about it for sure. But basically, it just means your enamel loses minerals. And enamel's like the hard part that protects your teeth. So when that weakens, you're more likely to get cavities and stuff.
So it's like a seashell. It gets kind of brittle if you don't take care of it.
Perfect analogy.
Huh.
And the ceramic braces thing is some studies are saying that they might make it a little easier for that to happen, like the way they bond to your teeth. It's not a guarantee or anything, and if you're good about cleaning, you're fine, but it's just something to keep in mind.
Okay, so another one for the Ask Your Dentist column. Man, the more we learn, the more I'm like, just go talk to your dentist. Okay, so we've talked about ceramic a lot, but it's not the only option out there. We found a few others in the research. Let's do a quick rundown.
Let's do it. We got to start with the classic, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Metal braces.
The OGs.
Exactly. They've been around forever for a reason, usually the cheapest, and they've gotten a lot better over the years. Not as bulky as they used to be.
It's true. They don't get enough credit nowadays. Like, yeah, they're the classic, but they work.
They do. And like you said, way less intense looking than they used to be.
Okay, but we got to talk about the other ones that are kind of taking over the world right now. Clear aligners?
Yeah.
They're everywhere. So convenient. They're invisible. Are they too good to be true? Like, really?
I mean, they're great for some people. Don't get me wrong. Like, if you're into the whole invisible thing and taking them out to eat, that's awesome. But they can't fix everything.
Yeah, what kind of stuff are we talking here? When are aligners not enough?
So basically, if it's kind of minor, like your teeth are a little crowded or have some gaps, but if there's a bigger bite problem or things are really out of place, aligners probably aren't going to cut it.
So you got to bring in the big guns, the braces.
Pretty much.
Okay, last but not least, because I'm very curious about these lingual braces.
Yeah.
Behind the teeth braces. What?
Right. Like totally hidden.
I'm into it.
So they use the brackets and wire like regular braces, but they're just on the back.
That's so cool. I bet people are always shocked when you're like, oh yeah, I have braces, and they had no idea.
Totally. But there are some downsides. Like they can be harder to keep clean because obviously they're in a weird spot.
Yeah.
And they might not work for every bite issue either. Like if you have a really big overbite, for example.
Man, so many things to think about.
Yeah.
This is why I'm glad we did this deep dive. Who knew there was so much to know about braces?
Right.
We've covered like everything, looks, cost, the sciencey stuff.
Oh.
Before I forget, there was that one thing in the research about ceramic braces and the enamel.
Oh, yeah. The thing about how ceramic interacts with saliva differently. And it might change the pH level around the brackets.
Yes, exactly. It was kind of unclear, but also super interesting because it's like, whoa, even the little things matter.
Totally. It just shows you we're always learning new stuff about this.
Which brings us back to our favorite advice. Talk to your dentist. Seriously, though, if you're thinking about ceramic especially, bring that up with them. See what they say about it.
For sure. Knowledge is power. Especially when it comes to your teeth and your smile.
100%. All right, everybody, that's a wrap on ceramic braces. Hopefully you learned a ton and feel a little more confident about all the choices out there.
And remember, the best treatment is the one that works for you, nobody else.
Well said. Until next time, keep those smiles bright and shiny, everyone. And whether it's ceramic, metal, aligners, or even secret agent braces behind your teeth, the important thing is just having a healthy smile you love.